Welcome everyone to Intensity Broadcasting for the second race in the FND Route, the third race in the FND Route 66 Summer Speedway Series. I am Atlee Atman-Weiss, and I'll be your broadcaster for tonight's race featuring the Gander Outdoor Trucks at Michigan International Speedway with the exciting drivers from FND Racing. And FND Racing is one of the oldest online racing simulation groups of any racing game / simulation. Their roots go back to a game called Sierra Papyrus's NASCAR 4, which debuted 10 days before Dale Earnhardt's staff, all the way back in 2001. So it is a very old online racing simulation group. The core of the group can be traced back to the Golem 38, which were 104-lap races that Monty Noise hosted, and you can see the graphic on the screen there for that 104-lap series. They then migrated to NASCAR 2002 and NASCAR 2003 before jumping to their current location, which is where we are now at iRacing. They are not a league, although they have done the league thing before, so there's no point standings. They're now just a group of guys who share the same passion for heart-pumping, white-knuckle racing. While they do have a team within the group, they will work with those who race with them win in other races. So if you're looking for great side-by-side racing, then check FND Racing out, and their rooms are open. And unless you prove to be a bonehead, you're welcome to race with us. And all of these drivers are A-class, so if you are in A-class and you're not a bonehead driver, then you're welcome to join us here at FND. The broadcast tonight is brought to you by the sponsors of Atlee Racing. And those sponsors include, we got Premier Heating and Air Services, Juan's Mexican Cafe and Cantina, Dayton Weiss State Farm, Go-To Property Services.
All right, guys, you got 3 minutes
Smith
till qualifying.
Graphics,
3 minutes.
Damon's Lawn Service and Landscaping, Motivated Auto Sales, Bobby's Auto Service Center, and Amsoil Eco Synthetics. So those are some small businesses that we'd love if you'd represent them. If you have websites, if you have Facebook pages, and you can get further information from there. So they're just some great companies, small businesses to look into. The last Friday, we raced at Talladega, and we saw Eric Laurie. He won the race. Second went to Dale Willoughby. Third went to Jimmy Crow. Fourth went to Gabe Butler. And finally, Josh Hall finished fifth, and Jimmy Crow started on the pole with a 54.973. Tonight's format is going to be a 1-lap qualifier and a 66-lap race. And the race is using iRacing's fixed Michigan setup, so everyone has the same exact car. The only thing that you're allowed to change is your steering ratio, and technically another thing that you're allowed to change is the line that you run. So tonight we're going to be racing at Michigan, and it was Michigan International Speedway. Michigan International Speedway was designed by Charles Moneypenny, the same architect who actually created the famous Daytona International Speedway, and located in the Irish Hills vacation area of the south central part of the state. Michigan International Speedway is best known for the awesome speeds and competitive racing spawned by its broad racing surface and 73-foot wide, 18-degree banked turns. Michigan's width and steep banking ensure there's always more than one racing groove, and the fact that MIS is a non-restrictor plate track means NASCAR drivers have more than enough power to make a challenge out of the turns at both ends of the track. Today, Michigan regularly vies with Daytona, Talladega, and Texas as NASCAR's fastest speedway. The track also has a 1.9-mile interior road course that has challenged professional and amateur racers through the years. It's no wonder some of stock car racing's most legendary drivers have thrived on the banks of Michigan International Speedway since Kerry Yarborough defeated Leroy Yarborough in the inaugural NASCAR race there in 1969. Richard Petty and David Pearson, Bobby and Davey Allison, Dale Earnhardt Sr. and Jr., Jeff Gordon, and Jimmy Johnson have all since added their names to the roll call of Michigan International
You do not
Speedway
have to qualify.
winners. And one that also includes names like Mario Andretti, AJ Foyt, Al Unser, Rick Mears, Alex Zanardi, Tony Kanaan, and Sam Hornish from the days when Indy cars raced in the Irish Hills. Not to mention Trans Am winners like Pernelli Jones and Mark Donahue. From Allison to Yarborough to Zanardi to Hornish, the world's greatest race drivers have been coming to Michigan International Speedway to test their mettle for more than 40 years, and the fans have followed by the hundreds of thousands. We're getting set here for qualifying. Actually, no, qualifying has now started. 5 minutes, 1 lap to prove yourself. Tonight's broadcast, or the sponsor of the race, is Premier Heating and Air Services. And Premier Heating and Air is a local HVAC business specializing in service, sales, and installation. Premier offers 24-hour licensed and insured service to the Peninsula, Middle Peninsula, Northern Neck, and surrounding areas. They strive to provide you with top quality service at an affordable price. Premier is owned and operated by Gloucester County residents Mark and Morgan West. Their number one mission is to provide the ultimate comfort for you and your family. For all your HVAC needs, you can give them a call at 804-694-6775. Again, it's 804-694-6775. So thank you to Premier Heating and Air. Make sure to give them a check. First time on the board. Seth. Oh, now it's Gary Jenkins with a 39.627 is the current leader on the board. Still a lot of other drivers have the chance to overtake Gary. And we'll see who those drivers are in a couple of minutes after qualifying is over. Now Frank Reese is your new qualifying leader with a 39.524. So now it's time to see if Frank Reese can be overtaken. Joseph Wright moves into second place. Now we got Robert Smith getting in third. We're closing in on 2 minutes left for these drivers to try to overtake Frank Reese. Still a lot of others have the chance. Dave Swindell still hasn't qualified. Jason Yacht, Tyler Tomasi, Joshua Bertelson, Jason Meisner. All of those drivers still have yet to get a time on the board. Jason Yacht's on the board now in fourth. Dave Swindell's on the board in second. And we got 1 minute and 30 seconds left for drivers to get on the board. Jason Misner on the board. Robert Smith on the board. Now, some other drivers that still have the chance to qualify: Art Peck, Daniel Rindall, Paul Fletcher, Louis Loya, Tyler Tomasi, Joshua Bertelson, Mason Cutruff, and Dude Conrad still have the chance to qualify at the 1 minute mark. We'll see if any of those drivers set a time. For now, we got Dave Swindell going into his pit stall. That looks like the 22 of Robert Smith is on the track right now. And the Fanatec Chevrolet Silverado. He's trying to set a fast time on the board, trying to overtake Frank Reese. And he continues on turning laps. So the laps are not counting anymore now that he's already ran one lap. Now 10 seconds left on the board, and it seems like everyone who is able to qualify has qualified. And I'm sure some drivers that did not qualify still will be participating in this race. And we are now gridding here at Michigan International Speedway. And here is your grid.
It'd have to be. I think it's Michael Russell.
Right. Here's your grid. Starting in the first position, in the number 33, it's Frank Reese.
All right, gentlemen, welcome to FND's Tuesday night Route 66 Summer Speedway Series. We're going to run 66 laps tonight, 80% fuel. Cautions are on. You have 2 resets tonight. You have unlimited tires. The race leader will start and restart on green and green only. There's no changing lanes until you have passed the start-finish line, and there's no 3 wide until you get on the backstretch. Black flags are cleared under caution laps only. If we clear a black flag, you will receive an EOL. Just keep that in mind. If you're caught up in a caution or an accident and you can't get back up to speed to get back to pit road, let us know so we can give you an EOL and let those that are undamaged get around you and get down pit road. iRacing sporting code is in effect at all time, fellas. This is a big wide track, and hopefully we don't have any cautions, but if we do, keep the chatter to a minimum, and let's get back to racing. I think with that being said, race hard, race clean, and I hope to see everybody at the end. Good luck. Thanks for coming out.
Again, Frank Reese starting in the first position. Second, we have the number 1 car of Dave Swindell. In third, the 7 car of Joseph Wright. In fourth, it's the 74 of Jason
For you 5 or 6 new guys that have not raced with us before, we do have several admins.
It's the 22
and as long as you're respectful, you'll be able to keep racing with us tonight.
Of Gary Jenkins.
If you are a bonehead, you are subject to removal
in 7th, we have
without
the 58
notice.
Of John Petrozil. In 8th, it's the 322 of Maurice Johnson.
No, sir, we're just a group of guys who get together every Tuesday and Friday night to race.
Rob Malone. In 10th, it's the 19 of Jason Misner. In 11th, it's the 88 of Gabe Butler.
We have a Facebook page,
12th,
FND Racing.
17 of
and
Seth Streidel.
After the race, I'll take a picture of the winner at the finish line with whoever else is around him, and we'll write a little blurb about the race. And on Friday nights, we're racing super speedways, either with the cup cars or the trucks. And I believe this week we're at Daytona. I believe we're at Daytona with the cup cars.
Qualified. So we got a good
and it's open setup on Friday nights.
This should be exciting. Frank Reese on the bottom in the MRN Chevrolet Silverado. And on the top, we have the no sponsor Chevrolet Silverado of Dave Swindell. So Chevy versus Chevy. Behind them is 2 FND drivers, Joseph Wright and Jason Yacht. So this should be exciting. Pace truck pulls in. Still pacing. And your green flag is out here at Michigan International Speedway, with the front row again being Frank Reese and Dave Swindell. Big jump for Dave Swindell on the start. So Dave Swindell now takes the lead at the 74 and 7 car of Joseph Wright. Joseph Wright is trying to get under the 33 of Frank Reese. But looks like still Frank Reese has not been cleared. Joseph Wright looks like now he has made the pass. Now it's the 22 of Robert Smith battling with the 33 of Frank Reese. Frank Reese has got Jason Yacht behind him. 22 still trying to make his way under the 33, and he does. Now we got the 58 car of John Petrozel trying to get under the 33 of Frank Reese now. Jason Yacht has been stuck behind the 33 for all this time that he's been going through the field. Another battle with Rob Malone, the main admin of this FND. He's racing against Gary Jenkins for the 7th position. Back up, Jason Yacht trying to get in front of Frank Reese as they're side by side. Still side by side into the turns. They're both showing the same speed. This should be interesting to see. Oh, back up front, the 22 of Robert Smith getting under the 7 car of Joseph Wright. See what Robert Smith can do. He gets past Joseph Wright now. He is on the bumper. Oh, now here comes Joseph Wright back on the outside of Robert Smith. And now Joseph Wright is on the side of Dave Swindell. So this should be interesting to see. Side by side into the straightaway. 2 different grooves here at Michigan International Speedway. Some are running low, some are running on the high side. Ooh, 22 and the 7 car get awfully close to each other. Joseph Wright still trying to get down to the bottom. Has not cleared the 22 of Robert Smith yet. Now he has. The battle back there. Frank Reese. He's got the 7. Oh no! Tyler Tomasi got hit there, and the caution is out. We'll get the 76's cam up, as we'll do an instant replay on that one. Just going into the turns, we got Tyler Tomasi there racing side by side with the 19 of Jason Misner. And it was going very well for him. He had a decently fast car. Same thing with Jason Misner. And continuing on in this replay, so Jason Misner goes high. He gets into the back of the 322. Then he hits the 36 of Art Peck. Then he pulls down like a pinball, and he ends up getting into Tyler Tomasi. Fortunately, Gabe Butler had nowhere to go. Looks like the 7 car. And then Tyler Tomasi just slides. So, looks like the 19 car of Jason Misner was in a pinball machine, and it all went downhill from there. Luckily, though, 2 resets. The leaders are heading into the pits right now. So we will watch the race off of pit road to see who wins. Like the first driver off of pit road. We've got, looks like that was Gabe Butler. Oh no, the 58 car pulling out of his pit stall rammed right into the wall. We got Robert Smith, Jason Yacht, Joseph Wright, Dave Swindell, 11 car of Mason Cutruff, Gary Jenkins, Maurice Johnson, got the 24, 8 car of Dude Conrad. They're all going by. 76 car. A few others making the way. Now there's 3 cars on pit road still. Alright. It looks like the 19 of Jason Misner making his way off of pit road. Next off, we have the number. That now puts, after all that is said and done, that puts Gabe Butler as the leader as he won the race off of pit road. But he is puffing a lot of smoke coming out of him, so he is going to pull back down onto pit road. That now puts Robert Smith. Lights on the pace truck have gone off. So here's your restart order. First is going to be the 22 of Robert Smith. Second is going to be the 74 of Jason Yacht. Third is going to be the 7 car of Joseph Wright. Fourth is going to be the 1 car of Dave Swindell. Fifth is going to be the 11 car of Mason Cutroff. In sixth, it's the 322 of Maurice Johnson. Seventh is going to be the 21 of Matthew Alemany. In eighth, it is the 24 of Joshua Bertelson. In ninth, it is the 071 of Eric Laurie. 10th is the 8 of Dude Conrad. 11th is the 37 of Daniel Imrandal. 12th is the 58 of John Petrozel. 13th is the 3
Remember, guys,
of Louis
going on
Goya.
green.
14th is the 36 of Art Peck. 15th is the 76 of Tyler Tomasi. 16th is the 23 of Ben Wilverett. 17th is the 19 of Jason Misner. 18th is the 33 of Frank Reese. 19th is the 88 of Gabe Butler. 20th is the 83
No
of
changing
Ron
lanes till you pass our
21st
finish
is the
line,
82
fellas.
of Paul Fletcher. And 22nd is the 17 of Seth Streidel. Getting ready here for the restart. Green flags out here at Michigan International Speedway. Front row, Jason Yacht and Robert Smith. Looks like Jason Yacht. The high side seems to be doing very well on these restarts, but here comes Robert Smith. Now Dave Swindell looks like he has cleared Robert Smith. 7 car of Joseph Wright battling with the 22 of Robert Smith now. Joseph trying to get under him. And we're 3 wide in the straightaway. That was exciting. Now Joseph Wright gets by Robert Smith. Now trying to get by the 322 of Maurice Johnson. He does. Still remaining 3 wide. This is a mess. Joseph Wright is still under the 322 car of Maurice Johnson. Has not cleared him yet. Side by side into the turns. Looks like Joseph Wright has now cleared him for the position. Battling going on. Oh, here's a big battle. Daniel Lindahl and Tyler Tomasi are fighting for the 9th position. So this could end up becoming an exciting battle to watch as they're side by side as they cross the stripe here at Michigan International Speedway. In front of them now, here comes the 24 car of Joshua Bertelson. Oh no, Tomasi gets loose. 24 car. We'll have to see the instant replay on that one. He just got loose, looks like. Got into the 24 of Joshua Bertelson. He tags the wall. Tyler Tomasi puts up, hits Bertelson again. Daniel Lindahl makes it through. And a lot of others make it through. Jason Misner did not make it through, though. And that is your caution. So that is the second caution of the day here at Michigan International Speedway. It looks like no one has pitted yet after that exciting caution. We're going to try to get the number 7 of Joseph Wright into the booth.
And Swindell just went pit with the back of the field. That's interesting.
Hey, Joe, this is Atlee in the booth. Do you copy?
Yeah, I got you, Atlee. What's up?
So right now, you're in second place. That's been the position that you finished for the past 3 races. So what's going to be your strategy to finally get the W here at Michigan International Speedway? So far, you've had a pretty fast car. So what's your strategy? You got teammates all around you.
My strategy right now is to try to conserve those wheels. That's why I've been riding that high line. You really beat them up if you dive deep toward the yellow line. So the goal is to try to keep them as nice as I can. Pit strategy is going to win this.
All right. So you have a teammate. We got Jason Yacht in front of you. Are we going to see maybe some working together between you two? And also Daniel Rendall's very close in 6th.
No, Yacht and I are about to drag race right at the beginning of this next one, and I'm going to give them all I got.
All right. Good luck, Joe. We'll see what happens here in this coming restart.
Thanks, buddy.
So like you said, it's going to be a drag race to the finish. It's either going to be Yacht or Wright at the
Guys
restart.
got white bars coming around. Stay low.
None of the leaders got Gary Jenkins getting his lap back. None of the leaders have gone into the pits. So, who knows? We got lights on the pace truck go off. So we're going to give you your restart order. Starting in the first position, it is going to be the 74 of Jason Yacht. Second is the 7 of Joseph Wright. Third is the 322 of Maurice Johnson. Fourth is the 11 of Mason Cutruff. Fifth is the 21 of Matthew Almany. Sixth is the 37 of Daniel M. Rendall. Seventh is the 8 of Dude Conrad. Eighth is the 071 of Eric Laurie. Ninth is the 1 of Dave Swindell. 10th is the 19 of Jason Misner. 11th is the 3 of Louis Loya. 12th is the 88 of Gabe Butler. 13th is the 36 of Art Peck. 14th is the 17 of Seth Streidel. 15th is the 23 of Ben Welver. 16th is the 58 of John Petrozel. 17th is the 76 of Tyler Tomasi. 18th is the 24 of Joshua Bertelson. 19th is the 9 of Gary Jenkins. 20th is the 82 of Paul Fletcher. 21st is the 83 of Rob Malone. And 22nd is the 33 of Frank Reese. This coming up restart should be exciting. Pace truck pulls in. We're going to see these two cars. They're going to give it all they've got in this coming restart. Green flags out here at Michigan International Speedway. Jason Yacht ends up clearing Joseph Wright. Now we got the 322 trying to get under the 7 car of Joseph Wright. Can he do it? They're still side by side going into the restart straightaway. So this battle for second place still going on now. Joseph Wright has cleared the 322. And now the 322 is in a battle with the 11 car of Mason Cutruff. And they're still in this battle going in through the turns. Mason Cutruff is going high on the 7 of Joseph Wright. Here comes the 322 coming back under 3 wide into turns 1 and 2. Now Joseph Wright has cleared the 322. Now the 8 car has been cleared. Now the 322 is trying to get under the 8 car of Dude Conrad. This is going to be the fight for the 4th position. It looks like Maurice Johnson has successfully cleared. Dude Conrad now the 21 of Matthew Almany, and Dude Conrad fight for 5th. Continue watching this battle ensue between the 8 and the 21. We got a lap car coming up. Hopefully they can pass him well without any cautions coming out. If we do see some lap cars, hopefully we'll see some leaders get by them. And still side by side, this battle has been going on for a while between Dude Conrad and the 21. They must be fast. Looks like now Dude Conrad